It's hard to win football games, I can tell you that. I always tell our guys it's a fine line between winning and losing, and it can go either way. And you just have to find a way to win. And just really proud of them again tonight. They found another way to win in the second half. And I think it's 4 conference games now, and we're 4-0. And so that's right. We're sitting right where we want to be. And we'll go back to the drawing board again tomorrow on Sunday and watch this film, and then try to correct mistakes and get ready for UMass. But I'm proud of our guys. There was a lot of young guys tonight that made some plays for us. Jalen Virgil, Marcus Williams Jr. We're already playing about 11 freshmen on defense, redshirt and true freshmen. We're kind of dinged up right now. But Jalen Moore went out, I think, in the first quarter. And, so Dietrich had to play, and Marcus Williams Jr. had to play running back. Probably why we leaned a little bit more on the pass tonight. And I thought Taylor was playing very well, and our receivers were catching the ball very well. So it was awesome, and just again proud of the way they fought. I mean, I give credit to Coastal and their crew about how hard they played, because they didn't quit, and they played hard as well, and in a great environment. Man, it was awesome out there tonight. It was loud. It was definitely home field advantage, and really pumped that we had this kind of atmosphere here, and it's been great all year. So with that, we'll open up with questions.
Were you game planning to get Jalen Virgil more involved in things for this week, or did it just kind of play out that way?
It just played out that way. We've been we got about 6 wide receivers right now that are healthy and that can play, and so we're just trying to plug them into spots out there that they have an opportunity to make plays. And he's a talented player. He has a lot of speed and a lot of power. He's about 210 pounds that can run like that. I mean, so we want to get him the ball, but Isaiah Lewis is another guy that makes plays. Thomas Hennigan makes plays. I mean, we want to find ways to get all those guys the ball. And it just so happened tonight that they cut him loose on a couple of those 2 touchdowns that he got was a coverage mishap, and he made them pay for it. And so it was a good job of Taylor finding him, and then he made a good run after the catch.
Scott, even with Jalen in the game early on, that first series, it was pretty clear you guys were intent on passing the ball. You must have seen something this week that kind of made you feel like, we can go there early.
Yeah, well, and I think there's a couple of our conference games this year, Texas State and Idaho, where we didn't do a whole lot throwing the football down the field, and that really hurt us. And so we wanted to come into this game and push the ball down the field more and see if our guys can make plays, which they did. And you're right. I mean, it was more of a conscious effort to throw the football early on to try to get them to back up off of us, and so then we can open up some of our running lanes. And so in the second half we ran the football a little bit more, intentionally called them more passes in the first half, and then so the second half we were able to run the football a little bit more. And Marcus Williams, he scored 2 touchdowns, and then the last run that he had there to seal the game. So, but it was intentional. We thought we could get the ball thrown down the field this week, and we felt like we could protect. So sometimes when you throw the ball down the field, it's going to take a little bit longer to throw. So we just felt like we could protect, Taylor tonight, and we able to push it down the field.
What's the state of the kicking game at this point? Are you open
competition? Well, no, I mean, you particularly just field goal kicking. I mean, that's because our kicking game I think is very good and solid right now. I think Rubino struggled again tonight, and so we'll compete for this week and to see which one will kick. Chandler ended up kicking there at the end on the extra point. And, we'll see. I mean, you got to be able to make those field goals. I thought their kicker did a phenomenal job tonight. He missed an extra point, but with the field goals, he put them right down the middle. And in close games like this, that was 9 points. And, it wouldn't even be close right now if we make our field goals. We all know that. I think everybody that knows football, you got to be able to make your field goals. And, so we'll see what we need to do this week in practice. We'll see who will be our kicker next week.
Especially in the first half, their punter was a force in terms of field position.
Yeah, he had a great punt, punted over Thomas's head. And we were back at 45 yards. I think it was 55 yards in the air and went over his head. And that happened last week as well. I mean, so there's some good punters in this league that are really, getting the ball, deep. But that's part of it. I mean, for us and our punting game, I think it's been solid. We're not booming the ball down the field, but our net's been decent. We're around 37, 38 yard net. So that's what we want. I mean, our goal is 37-yard net, but sometimes you can outkick your coverage. But their punter was good, and their field goal kicker was good.
Scott, they had a couple of big passes on you.
Yeah.
Just from thinking back to it, it looked like maybe they did a good job of catching you in a blitz and maybe finding the right matchup. I know you've still got to watch film, but anything you can take away from what they did when they hit those big plays?
Well, there's a couple of big plays across the middle. One time we were in man, and it was it was a little bit of a pick route where the tight end pushed up, and then he came right underneath. We were playing over top, and they caught it. And he just outrun. He was fast. Number 9 for them was fast. That was one of them. And then the other one was a very similar type play, but across the middle, and where they catch it in stride, and they can run, and you get out of position a little bit. There's going to be big plays right there. It's very unfortunate. We usually do a good job, stopping the big plays, and we'll look and see, watch the film, and see. I think one of them, the first one, I think we missed a tackle. The safety missed a tackle on the one, and he was able to get big time play after that. So you got to be able to tackle and get them down. I think when we get them down, then we have an opportunity to hold them to field goals, and I think that's obviously what our defense wants to do, not give them the big play for touchdowns.
Coach, you said before you want to get out to a fast start. That's been a problem. You end up doing that, and they still caught you from behind.
Yeah.
Anyway, what went wrong, I guess, where you got
Well,
a fast start?
I think we had a fast start and we had a fast finish. Ultimately, we won the football game with that. In the middle, not as good. And, so we certainly got on a fast start, and then they made a few plays on us, and they missed a field goal. And, so that sometimes that momentum gets sways back and forth in football games like this. And, there was a couple of times in the game I felt like, well, especially in the first half, man, if we stop and score here, then it's going to get out of reach. We'll have this game, and next thing you know, they're right back in it. And then they had the lead at halftime, So, but you got to just make plays. That's why you just keep playing and keep going. And, again, we finished strong, and that's how you finish a football game, and you're able to win a game.
I'm still waiting for that one game we get the first, second, third, and fourth quarters.
Hey,
all
absolutely. We talk about it every day. They're playing a complete game, and we haven't yet. So the great thing is we're 4-0 when we haven't played our best. And in spurts, throughout all these games, in spurts, we're really, really good. In other spurts, we're not very good at all. And so therefore, that's why these games have been close. And, I feel like any second now or any game now, we're going to play a complete game, and we're going to really, really look good out there. And, but hey, you just keep striving to be the best, and we'll see what happens. But, again, 4-0, we'll keep going.
With this wide receiving group, it seems like there's been a different guy every week.
Yeah.
He kind of has a big game and shows up. So I guess what does that say about this wide receiving group?
Well, they're very resilient. I think Isaiah had a good game back-to-back. So he's over 100 yards back-to-back, and then Virgil. I think Jalen had a really good game he had 100 yards against Savannah State, and then tonight, it just shows his potential. We haven't been able to get him loose in space. When he gets in space, he can do this right here. And and Thomas Hennigan's just very steady. I think he's just probably the most consistent wideout all year. And a couple of these faster guys that are able to make plays, but. And I don't really care who gets all the balls or the accolades offensively. We just want to move the football and win. And tonight it happened to be Virgil and Isaiah out there making plays for us. Isaiah, one of the great plays was Isaiah on a third down across the shore. Taylor threw a short pass, and he picked it up on third down. We get a first down. We end up going down scoring. But that was a huge catch by Isaiah. I think he's been playing at a high level the last 2 games. And I think he could really have a big-time finish to this season, the next 5 games. He's got the speed and really good hands. And there's a couple other times tonight we're just very close to getting some more big plays with him down the field. And I think we're going to see this man-to-man defense like we saw again tonight, and where we're going to get one-on-one matchups, and these guys are going to have to make plays for us, and because they're loading up to stop the run. And so that's what we're asking of them, and they're coming through.
Scott, you may not know yet because it's early after the game, but Jalen's injury. Is it something new, or is it kind of a repeat of what's been going on this season?
No, it's new. Seems like he gets something, just a little ding here or there, and it's somewhere in the foot. I really don't know. He couldn't come back in, so we'll see where we are with it. And we're down right now to freshman running backs after him, and so we'll see where we are. We obviously want to get him back out and get him going, and we're going to play the guys that are healthy, and hopefully those guys will make plays. Again, I was proud of Marcus Williams Jr. tonight. He ran hard, made a great catch on a third down. I think Daytrick's going to be a really good back who hasn't played much at all this year, but he's going to be a really good back as well. So, we'll see. We'll see where we are when we come back to practice next week.
What do you have running backs that are redshirting this year?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Dietrich was a potential, and so we'll see. But you really might not redshirt any of them. You may have to play them all. And so with the injuries the way they're happening, we all know Upshaw is out, and of course Jalen's been dinged up all year. So you need about 3 running backs that are healthy to go into a football game. So right now they're all in play.
Would there be any potential